new Lone Ranger series.
The Lone Ranger TV Incorporated. The new Lone Ranger series was originally slated for the fall, but probably won't be coming out till after January. Court action was brought against Clayton Moore to prevent him from touring the country, as Clayton Moore, the man who portrayed the Lone Ranger. In his tour, he wore the traditional Lone Ranger suit, including the hat and the mask. The reason for Moore's tours were, of course, public service-oriented, mostly playing to young people and to people who had grown up with the Lone Ranger. We have some information here that if you have some empathy for the situation of Clayton Moore, you can write to The Lone Ranger, Box 1978, Beverly Hills, California, and paper in your support if you would like to do that.
Sounds good. To me, this somehow raises a larger issue. Number one, I can't see how much damage Mr. Moore would do a new Lone Ranger television series. I don't think he was in any way committing a falsehood when he billed himself as the man who portrayed, past tense, the Lone Ranger. He had many, many fans. I count myself among them. I remember the old Lone Ranger television show very, very well. And I think it also raises the issue of the way we treat our senior citizens in this society. There's a tremendous trend toward, 65, ram him in a home and let's forget him. And after all, here was a man who was pursuing a career, had a livelihood, was making money, and was a functioning, productive citizen of the United States. And they're taking that away from him, and I don't think it's right, and I don't think he was doing those people any damage.
Grossly unfair. If you want to help out, write a letter to the Lone Ranger, Box 1978, Beverly Hills, California.
And to the folks that are producing the new Lone Ranger, you got the digits. Put it where it'll do the most good. What a downer.
Just a white hat and a mask.
What do you want from the guy?
60 years old and looks terrific.
Come on. You should look that good now. I should look that good now.
I should have looked that good last year.
This week's presentation of the Rigid Digit. It's 8:32 at KZLA 94 Los Angeles with Natural Neil and Brent Seltzer. And our morning spotlight artists, Jim Seals and Dash Crofts.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walked on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing her tune, and I come home from a hard day's work, and you're waiting there. I'll care in the world. See the smile waiting in the kitchen, food cooking on the plates for two. Feel the arms that reach out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. before the dawn. And I really have enjoyed my stay, but I must be moving on. Like a king without a castle, like a queen without a throne. I'm a early morning lover, and I must be moving on. Now I believe in what you say is the undisputed truth, but I have to have things my own way to keep me in my youth. Like a ship without an anchor, like a slave without a chain, just the thought of those sweet ladies and shiver through my veins. And I will go on shining, shining like brand new. I'll never look behind me, my troubles will be few.
Goodbye, stranger. That's Supertramp on KZLA 94. It is now 8:42, 18 till 9 with Natural Neil. Jim LaFawn being. We'll be playing News Roulette in about 8 minutes. Stand by.
I'm Cyril Magnin, chairman of the board at Joseph Magnin. In my 45 years in the fashion business, I've never seen anything as exciting as the fashions that are in Joseph Magnin stores now. They are prettier, more practical, and more importantly, they are reasonably priced. Our buyers have kept prices down at a time when all of us are paying more for most everything we buy. I invite you to come in to any JM store and see for yourself. I know you'll agree with me, but if you don't, get in touch with me personally. Thank you.
The Akron is going back to school with style and value. School supplies for students of all ages. The latest in colorful totes and book bags. Desk lamps for the college bound. A sturdy drafting table for budding artists and architects. A collection of antique look-alike globes fashioned into bookends and desk accessories. Following our golden rule, they're priced the affordable Akron way. Save on all your back-to-school needs at the Akron. Your place for value.
All right, we need a catchy slogan for the Pizza Hut $off commercial. How about I'd walk a mile for a pizza? Well, now...
Pizza Hut is having a big $off pizza special.
Hey, I know. Grab all the pizza you can get. Doesn't have gusto. Yeah.
At participating Pizza Hut restaurants, get $2 off any large pizza and $1 off any medium pizza.
Well, what do you want? Please don't squeeze the pizza. You can't set that. In the ballpark.
The Pizza Hut $off special. With savings like these, who needs a slogan?
Hey, I got it. Pizza Hut. It is awesome.
Jim LaFawn likes the title of this record. It excites him, so I thought we'd wrap up our salute to Seals and Crofts with Breaking In, a brand new love on KZLA.
Breaking in, brand new love. Takes a while, those old memories have to die. Taking in, brand new love that we've never had a chance to try. Where all those dreams that you
Captain Bruce and Baker, the now legendary Cream, and that's Badge from the Goodbye album. It is now 8:51, 9 till 9, time to play News Roulette. Jim LaFawn has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
And, Jim, if you will do a few words on behalf of a few very well-remembered and
Too well remembered.
I think the audience has probably got this commercial memorized, so let's all sing along with Jim as we hear a few words for our sponsor, Bill Krause Sports Cycles. Jim?
Question, what's located between the Forum and LAX?
Well,
ticky-tacky houses, of course, we know that's one of the answers, but the other, of course, Bill Krause Sports Cycles, and the actual address is 1257 South La Brea. That's a Century. What I'm doing is reading it backwards this time, and then on Monday I'll read it from the middle.
Our sponsor, Sports Cycle Krause Bill.
Yes. Is in Whittingville is having a super sale with he's overstocked with every line of major motorcycles and ready to deal now if you get our drift. Crunch the gas crunch. I can't even read it forward. What am I saying? Enjoy the summer weather, have fun, save money. What's left of the summer weather? Bill Krause Sports Cycles with Harley Davidsons, Yamahas, Kawasaki's, and a complete line of Hondas, including the hard to find, but it isn't anymore, 750cc and the limited edition Kawasaki KZ1300. So, for a motorcycle and good advice and the right price, it's Bill Krause. Once again, 1257 South La Brea at Century in Inglewood.
All righty. Are you ready for your headline?
Chase.
Oh, before we get into that, I've been kind of reminding everybody as the day continues that I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks.
I've been hearing about it for months.
And you will be filling in for 2 weeks. Brent will be in to play News Roulette with you, and all the usual goodies will happen just as they happen, and I won't even be missed.
Why two? Take four.
Headline number 1.
Take 6.
Potpourri. Headline number 2, The Galloping Gourmet. And headline number 3, Taxman, Taxman.
1.
Number 1, all right. I just mentioned my vacation because every time I go off the air, these terrible, silly rumors start about me being replaced.
No.
And I don't want any of those to start. This is from the Around the Southland column by Times writer Steve Harvey, and he has some goodies in there today. You ready? This is just a potpourri of things. There's a new book out called 1001 Things You Can Get for Free.
Yeah?
Costs $1.98 to get the book. A truck speeding down the Harbor Freeway carrying this message on its back, an arrow pointing to the left labeled passing side, an arrow pointing to the right labeled suicide.
I've seen that.
I like that. Listed number 1 by the Thomas Brothers Maps Guide among downtown Los Angeles points of interest is the Thomas Brothers Map Building. Well, you know.
Get it where you can.
Blow your own horn, no one else will. A telephone caller to a Westminster real estate firm wondering if someone was trying to tell him something. When he was put on hold and recorded music began to play down the phone line, it was the theme song from The Sting. It's kind of a bad song to put on Muzak, you know.
Yes.
And unable to find the exit from Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, Terry Jacobson asking a security guard, "How do you get out of here?" Replied the guard, "Most people don't." That's what I like, is a guard with a sense of humor.
Exactly.
Now, this story is kind of, I don't know, this story annoys the hell out of me. I almost made it a Ross's Rigid Digit nominee. Maybe I should have. This was sent in to us by Michelle Phillips of Anaheim. I don't think it's the Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas. Maybe it is.
No.
She doesn't say that she is, but... Anyway, the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance has cracked down on a small businessman upstate who wasn't paying his quarterly sales tax. All of which sounds pretty kosher, but wait till you hear what really happened. It requires a letter of warning. 2 tax agents were sent to his home, and he paid up all 64 cents worth. 12-year-old Jody Gerard of Eddyville, New York, had been selling fishing worms out of his backyard for 35 cents a dozen, hadn't kept a ledger, filed quarterly reports, collected or remitted the 7% sales tax.
Well, I hope he's going to pay the proper penalty.
An anonymous letter writer, who I hope will pay karmically for this, severe payment, if not in this life cycle, the next, put state tax sleuths on the track of Jody, demanding back payment of back taxes within 20 days or else. It seems funny now, but in the beginning I was mad. You wouldn't believe how mad I was, says his mother, Lynette Gerard. He was sick for a week, migraine headaches, thought they were going to come and take away his bicycle for taxes. I was scared, admitted Jody. The Gerards finally called Albany, and Jody got on the telephone. After talking a bit, a tax official asked his age. 12, he replied. There was a long pause. A week later, after much consideration, the department sent 2 men to Jody's home in Eddyville, an Ulster County hamlet of 200 people in the Catskills. They collected the tax, but assured Jody that no one would take his bike away, and they gave him a little lecture on taxes and business. We're not embarrassed. We're proud. Says Howard Brock, tax department spokesman. Our taxpayer service people were faced with a dilemma and reacted very sensitively to it.
Morons.
They sent someone there personally not to collect the tax, but to alleviate the fears and give the boy a mini lesson on sales tax and obligations of a businessman.
At great expense to the rest of the taxpayers.
Yeah, we have now, I think, spent probably about $8,000 recovering Jody's 64 cents. I'd really love to know who wrote that letter.
Probably a neighbor who was jealous.
And then from Jim Meader of Pasadena. You'll love this one.
Oh, good.
This is found this in the Sunday edition of the Oklahoma Journal in Christmas of 1977. It's not exactly hot off the presses, but timeless all the same. Here we go. A 44-year-old man described by police as slightly unusual was detained briefly, then released Sunday after officers answering a nude man complaint at an Oklahoma City apartment complex found the suspect apparently attempting to barbecue a toad in his bathroom sink. Shall I read on?
The only really weird part, of course, is why his bathroom sink? I mean, barbecuing a toad is fairly common.
I know you do that every weekend out in Sylmar. On your solar-powered Weber. Anyway, Patrolman Ken Jacobson and Wayne Grissom said tenants of the Turtle Creek complex in the 6100 block of Who Cares Street, this is in Oklahoma City, complained around 9 a.m. that the man was prancing about the parking lot wearing only a crown of twigs and grass. We knocked on his door, and he said to come on in, and there he was, just as described, said Officer Jacobson. The officers were questioning the man when they smelled smoke from an upstairs bathroom. He had been burning papers in the sink, and there was this dismembered toad lying on the counter, said Jacobson. We also found some chains and pictures of naked men. So we're not exactly sure what he was up to. The man detained briefly, then released. Police said since judicial rulings on the indecent exposure laws have made prosecution of public nudity difficult.
Oh, boy, you sound like a candidate for a local radio station.
Yeah, very possibly. He sounds like a good candidate for the position.
Crown of twigs and grass. Naked.
Yeah. Barbecuing a toad.
Dismembered toad in his
dismembered, yes.
bathroom sink.
Well, I'm going to miss News Roulette while I'm on vacation.
I think I'll miss it, too, a few times.
Everyone else is out there. Let him go miss it, too.
Yes, I've been missing it for 2 years.
Tune in another station. Dismembered toads at 8:58 in the morning. Jeez. Well, that's News Roulette. As I said, Brent will be in to play News Roulette with Jim starting Monday for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to Maui and...
Barbecue.
I don't know, something. Anyway, so until we meet again here at the old stand, Natural Neil saying as I do each and every morning at the same time to all you loyal News Roulette listeners, have a great weekend. Until we meet again, we simply say...
Read it.
Aloha.